6 factions involving current WWE stars that flopped badly. Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Prominent factions like the Shield, Evolution, and the Bloodline dominated WWE at different times. The pairings helped certain stars on paths to stardom, thanks to the ability to lean on veterans or shine alongside top stars. Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns have flourished after the Shield broke up. Randy Orton and Batista owe some of their early success to being paired with Triple H and Ric Flair. While those groups succeeded on many levels, other factions didn't get the same treatment. The next 6 factions featuring current WWE stars flopped badly. Drew McIntyre survived 3MB. Despite getting released following his run alongside Jinder Mahal and Heath Slater in 3MB, Drew McIntyre made the most of his time away from WWE. He reinvented himself in Impact Wrestling and was later re-signed by WWE. When the Scottish Warrior returned, he portrayed a cold-blooded assassin instead of a spoiled, hand-picked champion. McIntyre has won major titles several times since, and his feud with CM Punk was one of the better rivalries of the last 5 years. 5. A reckoning for Meekin and Retribution. Retribution started as a good idea, a group of disgruntled WWE stars causing havoc and chaos against the system during the COVID pandemic. The problem with it, however, was the execution. Bookers used masked stars who were much smaller than those who eventually portrayed the group members. Dijak, Mia Yim, Mace, and Shane Thorne joined leader Mustafa Ali. The group had terrible names like T-Bar and Slapjack and wore goofy masks. Each star was eventually released after the disastrous run, but Yim was re-signed. She currently works on SmackDown but hasn't had much success. LA Knight and Maxine Dupree survived Maximum Male Models. Maximum Male Models was a creation of Vince McMahon. Instead of utilizing LA Knight and his promo skills, McMahon reportedly wanted to use him as the proprietor of a group of models. It could have been successful had the group been formed without the megastar. That's what happened as Vince added Maxine Dupree halfway through the group's run to replace Knight, as Max Dupree eventually. Luckily, McMahon was removed from creative and replaced by Triple H. Knight managed to present himself, while Maxine continued to display tendencies from the group as she transitioned to Alpha Academy. Street Profits and B-Fab were in the Pride. The initial pairing of the Street Profits and Bobby Lashley was a good idea. Like with some other entries, the execution left much to be desired. The group was meant to portray heels after they attacked the heroic elbow. The heel nature carried on for a few weeks, but was then completely abandoned when Tribute to the Troops aired. Lashley went back to being a hero since he spent time in the armed forces. The Pride pivoted to battling and defeating the Final Testament at WrestleMania 40. Lashley then left WWE. B-Fab suddenly showed up with Ford and Dawkins when bookers wanted the Profits to feud with a group that featured a female star. The League of Nations was together for 6 months from late 2015 to 2016 as Sheamus battled Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. Rusev, Wade Barrett, and Alberto Del Rio joined the Celtic Warrior. However, they were routinely defeated by the Big Dog in McMahon's never-ending efforts to push Reigns as the new top face of the company. Every member but Sheamus was released at some point. Barrett came back as a commentator while Rusev rejoined the company this spring after a disappointing end to his AEW run. PCB brought Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch to WWE's main roster. A faction with Paige, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair should have ruled over WWE's women's division for years. The problem, however, was that it was a vehicle to push Flair to the top. She was McMahon's favorite of the new class of talent and was chosen to dethrone then Divas champion Nikki Bella. Flair and Paige then briefly feuded, with the Queen prospering. Lynch was the afterthought until she stood up for herself against Flair at SummerSlam 2018. The man had enough of her friend always getting special treatment from officials. Both Lynch and the Queen have won numerous titles since the pairing, while Paige went to AEW for a short run. 3 WWE rumors. We hope are true, and 2 we hope aren't. Over the past few weeks, WWE's landscape has undergone some drastic changes. One of the biggest returns was at SummerSlam when Brock Lesnar made his comeback after a 2-year hiatus and attacked John Cena. Besides this, Cody Rhodes once again emerged as the new undisputed champion, and it seems Drew McIntyre is his first challenger. With everything happening, numerous reports and rumors have surfaced online. In this article, we will discuss 3 rumors about WWE we hope are true, and 2 we hope are not. Hope true. WWE is going to split the Wyatt Six already. The Wyatt Six are the current WWE Tag Team Champions, but reports disclose that the Triple H creative regime is already planning to split them. This means that the horror faction will be disbanded soon. The news surely comes as a surprise to many fans, but still, we hope this rumor is true because it allows WWE to book Uncle Howdy as a single star. Further, Nikki Cross has also seemingly not been utilized much as a faction member. With all these elements, the breakup of the Wyatt Six seems a great direction to unfold, as it allows WWE to book the stars in individual feuds hope isn't true. Roman Reigns is already written off television. Seth Rollins and his Vision faction destroyed Roman Reigns, Louisiana Knight, and CM Punk on Monday Night Raw. The original tribal chief was also attacked with a curb stomp and a spear, which was followed by 3 tsunamis. The destruction of the Vision has reportedly written the head of the table off television, as Reigns is going to be out for his Hollywood commitments. However, WWE is now advertising the OTC for the August 18th, 2025, and August 25th, 2025, episodes of the Red Brand. This seemingly hints that Reigns isn't going anywhere and could be part of the Clash in Paris premium live event. We hope this rumor of Roman being written off is not true because it would nullify the possibility of a fatal 4-way match between Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Louisiana Knight, and Roman Reigns. The Rock is one of the biggest box office attractions for the sports entertainment juggernaut. The last time he competed in the squared circle was at WrestleMania 40, where he was with Roman Reigns in a tag team match against Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. He even pinned the American Nightmare. As per recent reports, after the Royal Rumble 2026 in Saudi Arabia, the company could be planning another big event in the Saudi kingdom, which could be WrestleMania 43 in 2027. There's even talk that the Saudi General Entertainment Authority is pushing for The Rock to headline the event. This means that after WrestleMania 40, the showcase of the Immortals in 2027 could be the place where the final boss will once again lace up his boots. We hope this rumor is true, as it could finally set the stage for Roman Reigns versus The Rock in a Dream Showdown. Hope isn't true. Karrion Kross and Scarlett's unfortunate update. The future of Karrion Kross and Scarlett as WWE stars doesn't appear to be good, as reports revealed that both stars are yet to sign a new deal with the Triple H-led promotion. At SummerSlam, the Herald of Doomsday suffered a loss against Sami Zayn, and that booking decision received mixed reactions from fans. Their contracts are set to expire this week, and we hope that the rumor of them not inking a new deal isn't true, as Kross has received significant support from fans in the past few months. The Chief Content Officer must utilize his buzz and re-sign him soon. Hope true. No plans to turn Cody Rhodes heel imminently. Over the past few months, WWE dropped multiple hints for Cody Rhodes' heel turn, but they have yet to execute it. At SummerSlam, all eyes were on the American Nightmare, as it was believed that he might finally turn to the dark side. However, all the anticipation failed to become a reality as Cody dethroned Cena and shared an emotional moment with him. Following this, reports confirmed that there has been no talk of turning him heel just yet. This means that, for now, the former AEW star will remain a heroic figure. This move allows Triple H to book Cody Rhodes as the top babyface in the company. This direction is evident, especially after his feud against Drew McIntyre had already been initiated on SmackDown. 3 likely opponents for Randy Orton at WWE Clash in Paris 2025. WWE superstar Randy Orton exited the 2025 SummerSlam PLE with a loss against Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul alongside his tag team partner, the country music star Jelly Roll. Following this defeat, there has been no news regarding the Viper, and he even missed this week's episode of SmackDown. So far, the Apex Predator has been getting a match at almost every premium live event since his return at the 2025 Elimination Chamber. Keeping this in mind, here are 3 wrestlers the 14-time world champion could go against at Clash in Paris. Randy Orton still has beef with Drew McIntyre. The tag team match of Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul began as a feud between Orton and McIntyre. The Viper was congratulating Cody Rhodes after his King of the Ring tournament win when the Scottish psychopath interrupted him. The former World Heavyweight Champion was tearing the Apex Predator down with his words, which resulted in him receiving an RKO. The finish of the 2025 SummerSlam Tag Team match involved Paul and Jelly Roll. Thus, Orton and McIntyre can still duke it out in a singles match. Moreover, the Maverick is already going to face John Cena at Clash in Paris. Hence, the Viper can fight the Scotsman. Randy Orton wants a shot at the undisputed championship. After losing the 2025 KOTR Finals to Cody Rhodes at Night of Champions, Randy Orton had told the American Nightmare that he would come after him for the undisputed championship. On the second night of the biggest party of the summer, QB1 powered through John Cena in a street fight to win the belt for the second time in his career. Now that Rhodes is the champion again, the Viper could ask him for a title shot. Moreover, the Apex Predator could also turn heel, owing to his desperate hunger for a 15th World Championship. He already tried to punt kick the American Nightmare at NOC and bring out his legend killer persona Randy. Orton had John Cena down and dusted at the 2025 Backlash. Fighting in front of his hometown crowd of St. Louis, he landed multiple RKOs on the franchise player and also put him through 2 tables. Frustrated with the match referees consistently getting knocked out, the Apex Predator decided to pull the trigger and land a punt kick on Cena. However, he failed to do so because of unexpected interference by R-Truth. The former 24/7 champion blocked his path, which gave John Cena enough time to low-blow Orton and end the match. This was followed by Truth getting a Saturday night's main event match against the franchise player in May, which he lost. Truth returned as Ron Killings and cut his dreadlocks, shedding his comic relief gimmick to embrace a serious personality. But now that Cena has turned back into a babyface, Killings dissolved his animosity towards his hero and shook hands with him. In short, Randy Orton lost the undisputed championship match at Backlash for nothing. Thus, he could follow Truth and fight him at the Clash in Paris PLE. It'll be interesting to see what lies ahead, for the Viper report confirms Jelly Roll pitched losing at WWE SummerSlam was initially set to win. It was a standing ovation moment for CMT Music Awards recipient Jelly Roll, who got to fulfill a lifelong dream most celebrity fans of pro wrestling have, and that is to compete in front of 53,161 live fans and on one of the biggest historical cards in WWE SummerSlam. He, along with 14-time world champion and future Hall of Famer Randy Orton, joined forces and squared off with former WWE United States champion and social media megastar Logan Paul and former undisputed and WWE World Heavyweight champion Drew McIntyre. Although he did not win his debut match at the biggest party of summer, Roll proved what a true fit he was to compete within the squared circle following his in-ring match. In a recent appearance on What Do You Want to Talk About? With the now 2-time undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes, Roll revealed to the American Nightmare that he pitched to lose his tag team match, which gained him a lot of respect among those in the back, according to Fightful Select. Originally, the plan was for Roll to win his first ever contest with Orton, but it was Roll who wanted it the other way around. A lifelong fan of the sport, the country artist started making appearances on WWE programming at last year's SummerSlam, where he performed God Bless America and his chart-topping hit and theme song for that event, Liar. Afterwards, the star gave the fans a taste of his in-ring capabilities by hitting a choke slam followed by back-to-back ruthless chair shots to Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. He returned to the promotion on WWE SmackDown in July, where he was interrupted during his musical performance by Paul, which set in motion their rivalry that concluded on August 2nd. His mark on the industry isn't over yet, as there have been talks that the musician may polish up the Viper's Voices theme song. That remains to be confirmed.